B'yam Darkecha in Chanukah, Ladlik Ner Chanukah. The breakdown of these three words in the bracha of lighting the candles that we say, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu, Ladlik Ner Chanukah. Those three letters, those three words at the end, Ladlik Ner Chanukah, are a Reshei Tevot of a holy name that, if you can say the word in the non-holy sense, is a stream called Nachal. Right? Nachal. Nachal novea mikol chochma. We could call it Rabbi Nachman, right? So Nachal is this holy name, right? Yeah, like a flowing stream, exactly, a brook, whatever you want to call it, right? So these three words, they each have different intentions. We learned them last week of before lighting, during lighting, and after lighting, and now we're going to see how they all play into our personal service of Hashem and what opportunities we have in Chanukah B'ezrat Hashem. So, we learned already how the importance of the preparation, and that we're coming to illuminate and to drill this light of emunah, of the unification of Hashem, that everything is Hashem, into us deeper and deeper, and to know consciously, to feel, and to live out that there's nothing besides Hashem. The whole entire creation are just vessels, just tools for the revelation of His wondrous light. But we need to work in order to acquire this, to really to hold it down in us, to make it part of us. Without working, the light of the candle shines just in general. Since a person didn't prepare and didn't work hard towards it, it didn't really drill the light into him, so the light, when it extinguishes, it extinguishes. Like we spoke last time, you need to prepare properly when you're coming to light. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to be in the mode of, I'm coming to set down some foundations right now. I'm not just flicking a match and connecting it to a wick, right? Meaning to contemplate in the reality of Hashem and His unification, everyone according to their own level, to decide in your heart there's nothing besides Hashem. Then you're going to have a passion, of a longing to want to live and to feel it. Long for this, pray for this, beg Hashem for it, that He'll guard you, that He won't let the Yetzer Hara come and confuse you now. When you're coming to make the blessing and to light, and when you're contemplating on the holy lights, contemplate it and drill into your soul this feeling, this clear feeling, until your body is feeling pleasure from knowing that Hashem is one. Then you will merit, with the help of Hashem and the mercy of Hashem, that the flame of the heart will elevate by itself. And it will illuminate your soul in the light of Hashem, with a true acquisition and an eternal one. Now we're going to go into the kavanot. Right? So just first things first, you don't have to have kavanot. When you come to kavanot, or intentions, meaning you say one word or you say a name of Hashem, and you're connecting that name, those letters, with what's written there and the meaning of what it means, with a feeling inside of you to arouse a deeper connection of whatever is being intended by the word and the letters that are written in front of you. Right? It could be a name of Hashem, or it could be the words Ladlik, which is to light, Ner, which is a candle, which we're going to see means much more than just the candle, and Chanukah, which is the holiday, right? There's a lot more in those three words that we're about to find out. But in the kavanah is when I come to say that blessing, I'm not just having intention that I'm doing a mitzvah, which is the basic kavanah, and that I'm keeping one of the mitzvot of Judaism that everyone has to do. We want to go even deeper. Wow, shalom aleichem.
I said you were going to be here.
Right?
Yeah, I was telling my sister, I was like, oh, your room. I was naming, I was like, yeah.
Wow,
First
time ever, what an honor. Wow,
tomorrow I have to go out of town for the day. So but anyways, so I had to come to get my tefillin.
Wow, Baruch Hashem. Tov, Mitziyan. So we're learning the kavanot of Ladlik Ner Chanukah. So, let's get started, right? V'tevat ladlik yichaven. When you come to the word ladlik, have intention. Ladlik belibo, to ignite in your heart. Itlahavut v'shtokekut le'or Hashem yitbarach. An excitement and a passion, a longing towards the light of Hashem. Be'ava v'dvekut, with love and with dvekut, with clinging to Hashem, with attachment. Ki amitat avodat Hashem yitbarach hi dafka mitoch ratzon. The truth of the service of Hashem is only from a place of I want it. I want this. I have a desire towards it. And a recognition of the truth of Hashem, that He's all one. Until it gets to a point where a person says to himself, anything that Hashem tells me, I'm going to do. Because I love Him. And because I recognize His truth. And I know that what He's giving me, and what He's commanding me to do, this is the real, only good truth. This is what Hashem wants, that we're going to start to apply our heart and our emotions into the service of Hashem. That we're going to feel some kind of internal desire and emotion towards the service of Hashem, some kind of connection to Him, right? And obviously, just Kabbalat Ol Malachut Shamayim, that's the first step, right? Just taking upon yourself Torah and mitzvot, that's the first step. But that's not at all the goal. And a person that's only holding there is for sure, right, has a lot of work to do, right? And the book says it much harder. But we need to get to a point where we're feeling Hashem, we're connecting to Hashem, we're living with Hashem, we're in a relationship all the time. We should have love and awe and attachment and a relationship and dvekut and a desire to come closer to Hashem from an internal comprehension, from an internal acquirement that I've worked on so much, I've learned so much, and I've connected so much that I feel this internally. And a deep recognition in the unification of Hashem. And not that we're going to serve Him just because I have to and because there's mitzvot. This is the intention of the word Ladlik, to go deeper and to feel Hashem, a passion of wanting to feel Him. Everyone according to where they're at. By way of this, you're making it so that Hashem wants to give you now. He wants to connect you. Then you're going to merit to really connect. Oto ve'ito, to live Him and with Him. B'chol rega v'chol inyan, in every moment and in any situation. V'zeh ramuz b'rashei tevot shel hamilim Ladlik Ner Chanukah. This is the hint of these three words. Shehem rashei tevot Hashem HaKadosh, Nun Chet and Lamed. Right? This word Nachal. Right? This is those three letters. Hayotze mirashei tevot. Where do they come from? The pasuk Nafshenu chikta laHashem. Our soul longed, longed towards Hashem. Because the beginning of everything is the preparation. With tenacity to wait and to prepare and to long to connect to Hashem. Wow. to long in a holy fire and rivers of kisufim, of longing, of desire, of wanting to connect. And to ignite in your heart the will to merit to live with Hashem, and to ignite more and more, to set on fire these longings and this will to connect, and to merit to feel Him in truth. And we ask from Hashem that when we're saying this word Ladlik, that please Hashem, let us feel this, let us feel you. And remove from us all of the husks, all of the cover-ups that are preventing us from really feeling this connection. The way to arouse desire and a will to do something is, if you don't have the will, the way to do that is by way of contemplating the unity of Hashem. There's no good, only to cling to Hashem. That's the real good in the world. And there's no reality besides Hashem. By way of this, a person now is longing for it, and he wants more, and he's excited towards Hashem. Zohi kavanat ladlik. This is the intention of the word ladlik, to ignite, to set on fire. I want a burning passion towards godliness. I want to set that on fire. I want to start that first desire that this is what I want. Also have intention by way of this fire, that your whole entire blood will be cleared, that it got dirty in the process of the year, by way of sins, and also by way of being passionate about things that are lustful. And request from Hashem Yitbarach, Ana Avi, please, my father, Nakeoti, clean me, Bekoach Eshe Ishtokekut, by way of the fire, the flame of my passion towards you, Ad Shi'er Ra'ui She'yishre Alai Or HaYichud B'Teivat Ner, until it will be fitting that the light of your yichud, the light of your unification will dwell upon me in the next letter, which is the next word, which is the word ner, the word candle. Right? So what is ladlik? To set my heart on fire, that I want this. I want you, Hashem. I'm getting ready. I'm coming to ladlik, to set on fire, to ignite the flame. And now ner, this word candle. V'ata im yirtzeh Hashem v'eret kavanot tevat ner. So now that we explained that, right, that omeka pnimiyut adlakat ner hi ladlik la'ir b'nafshenu, what's the depth of lighting the candle? Is to light our souls on fire to Hashem, to godliness that's hidden, to reveal it in our consciousness and inside of our emotions, until we will recognize and live with clarity, everything is just Hashem, there's nothing besides Him, the whole entire creation and everything that's here, they are not separate from Hashem. They are connected to the light of Hashem, the light of the Creator, from the essence of their whole entire being. This is the intention of the word ner, Chanukah. To contemplate and feel how everything is godliness. Recognize that the whole entire lower reality of this world down here is nullified to Hashem's light. The creations don't have any power to themselves, they don't have any individuality, any independence. They are just tools and vessels for the revelation of His light. Go deeper and deeper in this feeling, go longer and longer in it, until it's drilled well into your heart. Until in your heart you're increasing, there's going to be an amplified recognition, a tangible recognition in the reality of Hashem and His unity. And feel that you are being nullified and melted into the godly light that's coming down on you. And this is the end all, be all, the purpose of the igniting of the flame. To bring this, to ignite this light of the unification down here below. To merit to see Hashem's hand in everything. And to see how everything is just the light of Hashem. So now we're going to go deeper into this word ner. Because ner, like we said, is His holy name, which means it's much deeper than just a candle. So there's three parts in a person. Nefesh, ruach, neshama. And in the body there's also three parts that correspond to that, which are the body as a whole, which is the place of the nefesh, and the main resting place of the nefesh is in the liver. The heart, that is the dwelling place, the mishkan of the ruach, of the spirit of the person, the emotions. V'amoach, and the brain, that is the dwelling place of the neshama, of the soul, or whatever you want to call it, neshama. הנפש והגוף הם עושים את המעשים בפועל. The nefesh and the body, they do the actions, right? They're the ones that are actually doing them something. הלב הוא מקום ההרגשות. The heart is the place of the emotions, והמוח הוא מקום השכל והמחשבות. And the brain is the place of intellect and of thoughts. והנה עבודת הדלקת הנר. What does it mean to come and light up the ner, the candle, the ner? היא לייחד להשם יתברך את כל ג' החלקים. That means to unify all three parts as one to Hashem. דהיינו, meaning, להבין שבכל מעשינו הם רק מכוח השם יתברך. To understand that all of our actions are just from the power of Hashem יתברך. ולהפנות את כל הרגשותינו אליו, and to turn all of our emotions towards him. ושכל מחשבותינו יהיו מתוך הכרה בהשם יתברך, and that all of our thoughts will be from within a recognition of Hashem יתברך. וייחוד וחיבור ג' חלקי האדם עם השם יתברך, and the unification and the connection of these three parts of man with Hashem נקרא ייחוד נר. This is called the unification of ner. Nun reish, which is these three parts of man, their correspondence to the three holy names, Adnut, Elokim, and Ekyeh. Okay? Three different names of Hashem. These three different parts of the body, three different parts of the soul. וכל אחד מהם אנו מכוונים לייחד ולחברו עם השם העיקרי שהוא שם הוויה. And all three of these names, Adnut, Elokim, and Ekyeh, we want to unify with Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, which is the source and the main name. Ube'ezat Hashem, with the help of Hashem, we're going to explain these three stages in the way of avoda. Up here, what we're going through is going to be the main way to understand it, and down below here, he gave much easier ways to do it. If we have time, we might get into them, but I don't know. Zat Hashem. So this is the intentions of the word of lighting the candle, the ner, and seeing the candle. Aleph, 1. Yichaven v'yitbonen v'yargish b'chozek. Intend and contemplate and feel with strength. Ad she'uchlat etzlo b'hargasha ברורה שכל מעשה והרגשה, that is, until it's decided by you that every feeling, every action and every feeling, every emotion שנעשה על ידי התחתון, that is done by way of the being down here, נעשה רק בכוח אלוקי שמחיה אותו. It's only done by way of the light of God that is giving light to it. ובעצם אין המעשה נעשה על ידי התחתון. The action wasn't done by the creature down here, אלא על ידי העליון שהוא הכוח הפנימי האמיתי, rather by way of Hashem, right, which is the supernal power that is the internal reality of everything. First stage. Bet, 2. יעורר ליבו להשתוקק לבורא, arouse your heart to long towards Hashem, towards the Creator, עד שמרוב השתוקקות לאור השם יתברך, until by way of so much passion towards Hashem to connect, ייכנס להרגיש את מציאות אור הבורא בעוצמה כזאת. You're going to start to feel the reality of the light of the Creator with such power, שירגיש שהוא מתבטל אליו לגמרי, that you're going to feel that you're completely being nullified towards into Him, ונכלל באורו, and you're being included in His light, and you're going to feel as if you don't exist, מרוב חיבורו להשם יתברך, from so much connection to Hashem, because you're melting into the godly light from up above that is filling everything in the world. וירגיש שמצד אחד הוא משתוקק להשם יתברך. On one side you're feeling that I'm trying to connect more. ומצד שני, and from the other side, you're melting and nullifying yourself into the godly light that is the reality, the true reality, and the only reality. 2. Gimel, third stage. ירגיש במוחו רצון עצום למסור נפש להשם יתברך. Feel in your brain a very, very deep, powerful desire to self-sacrifice, to give yourself over to Hashem and to be included in Him. What does this mean? שירגיש איך מרוב ההרגשה במציאות Hashem. You're going to feel from such a powerful recognition and feeling of the light of Hashem that you're being nullified from feeling yourself as something to yourself, as something independent. ומוסר את נפשו להשם יתברך, and you're giving over your nefesh, your being to Hashem. ואז הוא מתבטל מלהיות דבר עצמי, then you nullified from being something separate, ונעשה כלי לאור הבורא ששורה עליו. Then you become a vessel for the light of God, or the Creator, that is resting on you, וירגיש את התענוג בהשראת האור Or Hashem yitbarach alav. And you're going to feel pleasure and joy and bliss with the dwelling of the light of Hashem on you. V'azai, then, kol ma'uto u'ma'asav em or ha'boreh sheshoreh alav. Then all your essence and all of your actions are the light of Hashem that is resting on you. V'hu mitzad atzmo klum, and you by yourself are nothing. U'mi'idach, on the other side, maleh or v'poel bekoach ha'or. You're filled with light on the other side. On one side you're nothing, you're completely a pipe, right? And on the other side you're filled right now with so much light in the most deepest, amazing light of Hashem Yitbarach, and you're doing so much. But with such a clear recognition, such a sweet recognition, that you're just a pipe for the light of the supernal light of Hashem. And he brings a lot more in the footnotes to explain this, but let's keep going. It's good that afterwards, contemplate this more, and feel this more and more. Again, I have to say, we're talking about 2 letters, right? All of this, you're meant to have intention while you're saying 2 letters. Ner. Right? So obviously it's not all going to be done. None of us are on the level that we're doing this at the time we're making the bracha completely, right? But you have before you go to light, you have while you're lighting, and you have when you're sitting there afterwards and you're looking at the lights, which we all should do for 30 minutes, at least those first 30 minutes, the sweetest time in the world, right? That's the time that you can go deeper and deeper into this contemplations. And I'm gonna make a chart later. There's one here in Hebrew. I'm gonna translate it B'ezrat Hashem and give it to everybody of how to do it. But Tov Sha'achach, it's good afterwards that you'll contemplate this and you'll feel them again and again. From up above to down below. From down below and to up above. And every single time, drill it deeper, this truth, until the flesh of your body, mamash, until you feel the light boiling, like on fire in your flesh. Feel it in your flesh, mamash, the power of the light of the reality of God. Your whole entire body should be burning with the feeling of en od milvado, there's nothing besides Hashem. V'ani kuli shelo, and me, I'm completely His. V'zot tzurato amitit shel hayehudi. This is the true form of a Jew. Amoach maleh be'or v'chokhmah. The brain is filled with light and wisdom, chokhmah. אבל מכיר ומרגיש שהאור הזה הוא אורו שהשם יתברך שורה עליו, but you feel completely that this light is the light of Hashem יתברך that is resting on you. הלב מלא ביטול שמרגיש את השם יתברך בכל חושיו. Your heart is filled with bitul, with self-nullification, and you feel Hashem in all of your senses. ומלא אהבה, יראה ודבקות אליו, and you're filled with love and with awe and with dvekut, clinging to Hashem, and your actions, they're only according to the will of Hashem, with a true recognition, a clear recognition that they're only with the power of Hashem. And you're a complete vehicle for the supernal light. By way of going over this again and again and again, day after day, then B'ezrat Hashem, with the help of God, you're going to merit that with a clear feeling. You're going to set it down. You're going to establish it. You're going to have now an impression of this for the whole entire year. Everyone according to where they're at. Right? But this is the goal, that every holiday we get to, everyone has their own entire individual light that we're working on. Chanukah, it's the recognition of Hashem in everything. That everything internally is the light of Hashem. Just recognize the truth, admit the truth, that it's all Hashem, it's all Hashem, it's all Hashem, there's nothing but Hashem. So when we're coming to light, this is where we're trying to drill in, and according to how much we prepare, which Ashrechem that you guys showed up right now, and this just shows how much that you're trying to prepare to exactly download these lights. Now, B'ezrat Hashem, when we come to say this bracha, that's what's going to be happening. We're not done, but a few more pages, B'ezrat Hashem. Now, we did Ladlik, which is to set my heart on fire. I want Bichlal to begin with. I just want to connect to Hashem. I want to set my heart on fire to connect to you. We did Ner, which means I want to connect my liver, heart, brain, actions, emotions, thoughts, all as one, to Hashem by way of the name of Adnut, Elokim, and Ekye, connected to Yud Kei Vav Kei, unify it completely, which comes out to Gematria. Those three names comes out to Gematria Ner, 250, which is Ner, right? Candle. And now we're going to go into what is Chanukah. What is the word Chanukah? This is the revelation of Hashem, of godliness, down here below. Now, again, when you come to the word Chanukah, envision this unification you did already of these three names, again, of what's called Ner, Yichud Ner. But now, do it with an additional contemplation, an additional passion, how the light of God is revealed in all of the fine prints of life, the fine details of life. And everything is nullified to Hashem. And all it is just a vessel to the light of Hashem. Dainu, meaning, in the word Chanukah, the intention is to reveal that unification that we've been talking about down here. Before, in action. In the fine details of our lives. ובפרט, יעמול להרגיש את ייחוד השם יתברך וההכרה במציאותו בדברים הנוגעים לו למעשה. Work hard to feel this unification of Hashem and recognition of the reality and the things that come to that have to do with you in action, things that are about you, right? בפרטי פרטות, in fine details, בעניינים שקשה לאדם לראות זאת, in things that are hard for you to see. Meaning, there's a person that annoys you, everything he's saying is from Hashem. Everything he's saying is just Hashem sending me. Every time that guy that comes to annoy me, I have to see him as Mamash, Eliyahu Navi. He's coming with prophecy every time he comes to talk to me, and I have to recognize it's the word of Hashem. Right? Into the fine details of those things that annoy you, the thing that you were working on, you can't get over, everything that's hard for you, that you're bothered by. Vidbonen v'yamik b'zeh. Contemplate this and go deeper. Ad she'eri lo b'zat Hashem, until it's illuminated to you, until it's clear to you b'zat Hashem. Right? And this is Chanukah can be broken up to Chana Kaf Vav. Chana is like to dwell, like a chanaya, like a parking lot, right? Lavdil is a place that you come to park your car. Your car stays there, it rests there. Vayichan Sham, when Israel were receiving the Torah, that's the only time the Torah says we were unified. We camped across from the Har Sinai, from Mount Sinai, right? We camped there across. So it was like a resting place, right? So Chana Kaf Vav, and Kaf Vav is 26. The gematria of Yud Kei Vav Kei, the name of Hashem. Kaf Vav is gematria Havaya, right? The name of Hashem, the essence of everything, Yud Kei Vav Kei, is 26. So what is Chanukah? Chana Kaf Vav, the dwelling of the recognition that everything is Hashem. V'hine megale ech shehu yitbarach Chanukah kan, right? Choneh kan. Now the idea is that Hashem is choneh kan, He is resting here. Betoch kol davar bifrat hu nimtza. Inside every single thing I'm going through in life, and in every fine detail of everything I'm going through in life, Hashem is there. Right? Like in Chanukah, in Nectorian, Chanukah Hey. Also Chanukah, right, is Chanu Kaf Hey. It's Chanu, the Kaf Hey, the 25, rested here. Vine Ko. What's Ko?
Thus.
Eno tarikh bilvad. It's not just the 25th of Kislev, which is the first day of Chanukah, 25th, 25, which is Kaf Hey. It's not just that. Hu kinui l'shchina kedusha. It's a nickname for the holy Shechina, for the dwelling in the presence of Hashem, like it's explained in the Zohar. V'akavanai Chanukah. The intention is Chanu, that Chanu b'Shechina, that we dwelled in the Shechina. V'gilu ota, and we revealed her. V'garmu Hashem yitbarach ye'ir ba et oro agadol, and we caused that Hashem will illuminate His light into the Shechina, and we will see it now. Ki inyan ha-Shechina, what is the idea of Shechina? Itgalut or Hashem yitbarach b'toch ha-tachtonim, the revelation of the light of Hashem from within the lower creations. Be'ofen sha'or megubal kefi kocham lekabel, that in a way that the light is limited according to the ability of the creations to receive it. וצריך לגלות את השכינה, and you have to reveal the שכינה. לראות, להבין שכל הנבראים חיים ומתהווים רק מאור האין סוף שמתגלה דרך השכינה. To understand, we have to reveal the shekhinah. What does that mean? To see and to understand that all of the creations are living and existing only from the light of the infinite light, the Or Ein Sof, that is revealed by way of the Shekhinah. ולראות בתוך כל הנבראים, and to see within all of the creations, בפרט בתוך מעשה האדם, specifically within the actions of man, איך באמת הכל זה רק כוח השם יתברך. That everything is only by way of the power of Hashem. ומתוך ההבנה הזו, and from this recognition and this understanding, יתבונן כמה אנו רחוקים וחסרים את האור הגדול. Understand how far we are and how much we're lacking in this great light. ויתקשר עם השם יתברך and connect to השם, וישתוקק שהשם יתברך יתגלה בשכינתו, and long that Hashem should reveal himself here in the manifestation of his light, בכל גודל אורו, with all the greatness of his light, למעלה מכל הגבלה, above all limitations, above all boundaries. וזו הנקודה המיוחדת לחנוכה. This is the unique specific point to Chanukah. כי בשאר המועדים, in the rest of the holidays, הראה השם יתברך שאין טבע כלל. Hashem shows us that there's no nature at all. למשל ביציאת מצרים וקריעת ים סוף. When we left Egypt and the splitting of the sea, היה ביטול הטבע ושידור המערכות לגמרי. There was complete nullification of nature and the reset of all of the system of nature, completely. אבל אור החנוכה, but the light of Chanukah, הוא גילוי יד השם יתברך ואור הגדול בתוך הטבע. It's the revelation of his great light from within nature. כי המכבים יצאו למלחמה בדרך העולם. The Maccabees went out to Maccabees went out to war, right, in a regular way, like every other soldier. בתוך המלחמה שהיא מעשה אדם, but from within war, which is the act of man, התגלה בכל העוצמה, it was revealed in full power, איך הכל זה רק כוח השם יתברך. It's all only the light of Hashem. It's only the power of Hashem. והאור הגדול האיר בהם מאוד מאוד בתוך הטבע. And the light of Hashem was really, really illuminating up the reality of the nature down below. It was so clear from nature how it's all Hashem. Like anybody who knows Israeli wars or served in IDF knows that it's all because of Hashem, right? בדיוק, לכן הם יצאו למלחמה, therefore they went out to war. ולא נעשה להם נס כמו אצל חזקיהו. They went out to war and they didn't have a miracle like חזקיהו had. כי הגילוי של חנוכה הוא בתוך הטבע, because the revelation of Chanukah is from within nature, ולא מעליו and not above it. ולכן הם יצאו למלחמה, והשם יתברך ניצח באדם. Therefore they went out to war. We got to fight. And Hashem made him that they would be successful. וזהו הקניין של חנוכה. This is the acquisition of Chanukah. שמתגלה שהשם יתברך חונה כאן. That Hashem it's revealed that Hashem is dwelling here. He is involved. ונמצא כאן בכל דבר. He's involved in every single thing. ועל ידי ההכרה הזו, by way of this recognition, היהודי מרגיש, הנה השם יתברך נצב עליי. A Jew comes to start to feel, look, Hashem's here. He's with me. I feel him looking down on me right now. ומתלהב אליו יתברך, and you start to, wow, cool, look, Hashem's with me. Right? ומתחבר עמו, and you connect to him, בהשתוקקות נוראה, you connect to him with wondrous, awesome connection, an awesome longing. E'er panecha levadecha, right? Illuminate your face down to your servant. Please Hashem, we ask of Hashem. וזו הכוונה בתיבת חנוכה. This is the intention of the word Chanukah. להתבונן ולהרגיש את האור העליון, to contemplate and to feel this supernal light, איך שהוא יתגלה בכל חלקי התחתון, כאן למטה. To see how it is revealed in all the fine details down here below in this world. והכל בטל לפניו, and everything is completely nullified towards him, in front of him. איך שהוא נמצא ושוכן בכל פרטי הבריאה. How Hashem is dwelling and is here and is found in all of the fine details of the creation. דהיינו גם בכל הנבראים, meaning in all of the creations too. וגם בכל המעשים שנעשים כאן, and also in all of the actions that are done down here in the world. Just to wrap it up, בעזרתו יתברך, with the help of Hashem, נסדר את הכוונות בקצרה באופן, we're going to sort out these כוונות shortly, right? ותחילה יש ללמוד, you have to know, first things first, right? You have to learn everything that we said before, recognize everything that we said of the amount of preparation, and that our whole entire hope is that these are beginning of understandings. These are just introductions to chapters, right? Like we mentioned here, that they will help us, B'ezrat Hashem, to arouse this intention when we come to light, that we'll be able to feel all of these things properly and to contemplate them with length, with proper thought, with proper mind. And B'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach, you guys want to see some of those other examples of how to do it? A little bit. There's a few different ones here. So we'll do a few on Samechet. Alright, so a few examples of how to do this, that word ner, right? Because that was the tricky one, Gematria 250 of these 3 different names. Right? So, first way, Derech Aleph. 1, drill into yourself that all of the actions that I'm doing, they're only by way of the light of Hashem, like we explained before, right? 2, intend and drill into you that all of your emotions, love, awe, fear, clinging to Hashem, lust, everything, right? They're only with the help of the light of Hashem that is mafiloto, that is causing you to do anything. You have nothing to yourself, like we explained, right? 3, go into feeling the light and the reality of the light of the Creator with such power that you'll feel that you're being nullified completely in front of Him, and you're being included in His light. You feel as if you don't exist from such connection to Hashem, because you're melting into the supernal light that is filling everything in the world. That's one way. Another way to do this, I'm going to do the bottom one. One is intend to take upon yourself to go to war with the physicality and to sanctify it. That everything will be done by way of the Torah, according to the desire of the King Hashem Yitbarach. 2, have intention to take upon yourself as strong as possible to deal with spirituality and to sanctify it and to sanctify yourself by way of the Holy Torah and the work of prayer and all the different services of Hashem, all the mitzvot, right? 3, take upon yourself and intend that from such a great recognition of the light of Hashem, you're going to try to flip all of the physicality to become a vessel to the spiritual light, meaning to reveal and to feel the light of Hashem Yitbarach inside the physical things you're going through. And the last one, just to wrap it up, intend to be clinging to Hashem Yitbarach in all the situations that you're going through, and you shouldn't have any separation between the connection to Hashem in when you have an expanded mind to when you're in constricted mind, which is the name of Adnut, and the Gadlut is Yudke Vavke, right? But they're unified. Your Kadnut and your Gadlut are unified. Your small-mindedness and your great and expanded-mindedness is all unified, and they're equal. And every single one, you have to stay loyal to Hashem. 2, have intention that there won't be any separation between your spirituality, which is Yudke Vavke, to your physicality, which is Elokim. 3, that so too between the light that you have, which is Yudke Vavke, to what you're trying to acquire, which is Ekye. And the intent in general is to connect everything you go through in life at any stage, from any level, physical and spiritual, to Hashem. And that is the intention of Ner, of the candles. B'ezrat Hashem b'siyata dishmaya. May we all come to Chanukah and say Ladlik Ner Chanukah, and may it be a long process, a thought-out process, words with weight that change our life, that drill in the recognition of Hashem in every single level of our being, every single day of our life. And according to how much we prepare towards this, and we do this, and we go over this Torah again and again until that day comes, B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to drill it in deeper and deeper. Amen v'amen.
Amen.
Wow, B'ezrat Hashem. Someone choked on their chicken listening to this, so Refuah Shlema, if you're still listening, I hope Hashem said, I almost just died choking on hummus. The words of Torah were being heard. Baruch Hashem. Hummus. Hashem.
We call it homicide.
Homicide. Has v'chalil. Refuah Shlema, bracha.